Good morning. My topic is about the impact of having absent parents on my development. In today's world, family structures have changed a lot, affecting our daily lives. One common change is parents being absent more often. Parental absence, whether temporary or permanent, significantly influences many aspects of children's lives. It impacts their mental and physical well-being, school performance, and socio-cognitive development. This experience has many challenges as it's important to understand how a child is affected when a parent is absent. I was born in the Philippines on the 31st of October 1994. My mom is a seamstress and my dad is a food vendor. My parents would always say that it was the happiest moments of their lives. I was the only child of my parents, so they were very excited when they held me in their arms for the first time. My parents made sure that I was going to have a bright future, so they sent me to an exclusive school in our hometown, in Manila. I started school at 3 years old, was consistently a bright student, and graduated as valedictorian in my preschool years. I was appointed to be the MC for our graduation ceremony at the age of 5. My mom was the one who always sewed uniforms and other stuff. She made my graduation outfit, and I remember walking proudly in front of my classmates and other parents. As the ceremony ended, I received a total of 13 gold medals and was awarded the title of Most Outstanding Student for that school year. I can still imagine how my mom and dad looked so proud whenever they went up and down the stage to hang my medals. However, life wasn't always filled with happy moments. Just a month after I entered first grade, my dad was diagnosed with tuberculosis and diabetes. Unfortunately, at the time of his diagnosis, it was considered a severe case and his immune system was rapidly fading. He was confined for months and nobody could visit because he was in isolation. Then the time came when the doctors told my mom that it could no longer be cured, so they sent my dad home. Seeing him differently from before was really heart-wrenching. Witnessing him fighting his disease remains a clear memory. I can't remember even a single bad moment with my dad. I look up to him for his unending love and support for our family. Even though it hasn't been the same without him, my mom and I tried to move forward after what happened. The first 3 years of grieving went well for the both of us. My mom has been very hands-on ever since, but then another traumatic event occurred in my life. I vividly remember that 4th day of February 2004 when I was 9 and was set to perform for Intramurals Week. A week prior, my mom and I had prepared everything for the competition. I was very excited because she would be watching. The competition started and ended, but she never showed up. I was very disappointed and anxious. But it wasn't just a day of her absence. It was the day she left without saying goodbye. I was left with my relatives who took care of me from then on. I grew up with my cousins and they became my temporary family. I felt closer to them because they were there for me when I felt alone in the battle of life. The absence of my parents weighed heavily on me. According to Bowlby, a father's absence can have enduring effects on children. It can lead to emotional challenges, feeling of loss, low confidence, and abandonment. A father's involvement in child's life provides emotional support, educational opportunities, and a sense of security. While a mother's absence is quite different because a child's relationship to their mother is much closer. Growing up without any sort of mother figure is difficult and will have a huge impact on child's life. The neglected child may begin to acquire feelings of loneliness and worthlessness because they lack the love and care from their mother. In my case, I often felt a deep sense of loneliness. During my grade school years, my academic performance began to decline. I started associating with negative influences and wrong groups, beginning to drink and smoke at the age of 14. This also affected my emotional and psychological maturity. According to Franz Alexander, emotional maturity enables individuals to effectively manage their emotions and respond adeptly to challenging situations. In my case, the combination of resentment, loneliness, and bad influences deepened the wound of my parents' absence, leading me to feel depressed, unworthy, and unloved at times. I even reached a point where I thought of ending my life. Despite these challenges, I discovered an inner strength and resilience that enabled me to persevere. With the right friends who became like a second family, I felt a welcoming and firm companionship. I also joined a Christian church group dedicating myself to the music ministry. These church members became like another extended family, with our pastor and his wife acting as a second father and mother to me. I also got myself a best friend that supported and loved me without judging me. But most significantly, my relatives were the foundation of support, helping me see a brighter future. Their never-ending support gave me strength to push through. They showed me love, not just in words, but also by standing with me at all costs. Their presence in my life was more than just being relatives. It was a beacon of hope and understanding that guided me towards healing and growth. "14 years of striving alone is not so easy as it goes. Growing up without the presence of both of my parents gave me struggles in developing my own self. Studying human development is deeply personal to me. It helps me understand myself better and how I relate to others, like my family and my friends. It's shown me how to handle challenges at different times in life, which makes me feel better overall.